recreational player or a professional player looking to move their game to the next level, it's important that you're always finding ways to become better. And that's also the same for coaches, whether it means reading books or observing other coaches or academies and understanding ways to do things more efficiently and better. One of the things I have taken upon myself over the last few months is to work with an organization which is one of the most well-renowned within the strength and conditioning industry, and that's the NSCA. And one of the certifications that I just received is a CSCS, or also known as the Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist. And the reason that I decided to take this certification was because if you watch tennis and the way it's changed over the last 15 to 20 years, tennis become a much more physical sport and a much more athletic sport. And what a lot of coaches fail to do is keep up to the date with the way things are improving physically. No longer is it about just knowing how to serve and have good technique. It's about knowing how to move, how to recover, how to look after your body on and off the court with regards to nutrition, sleep, but also having a very tennis-specific training program. Now, one of the things through my own experience is I've learned is that there are some trainers that are really well qualified but not necessarily good for what you're looking for. They also can charge an awful lot of money. I have fitness coaches in the area where I work that are charging $150 or $175 an hour to work with them, and often they do not have a tennis-specific background. And that is one of the most common problems I've seen with tennis players in the area, is that people are complaining they're not feeling the improvements. Well, you have to remember, as a tennis player, it's a 70% lateral sport. You're having a lot of changes of direction. You've got to work on the main energy systems, which are the phosphagen and fast glycolytic systems within your sport, and you have to keep it very specific to tennis. And so what I've done to increase my value as a coach is to learn more about the body, more about the way it works, and also discover some better ways to train athletes that will have better carryover effects onto the tennis court. And what I'm going to show you now is a video of some of the top WTA players discussing the importance of off-court training and how it's becoming so important to become a successful tennis player. Take a look.
You've been on the tour almost 10 years now, so have you seen the style of play change over the years?
It does actually change, and it does become more aggressive, more powerful.
Have you found it harder to stay on top of the game as the years have progressed?
Well, the only difference, we have to do more off-court work, more gym work, more endurance sprintings, and because
with the Adidas Player Development Program, is it the complete package? Is it nutrition, fitness, on court?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when you are playing at this level, it's got to be a whole package. There can't be one single thing missing. I mean, from the regeneration, which is just as important as the training, through the nutrition, sleeping-wise, scheduling-wise, I think everything will be covered.
As a tennis player, you can typically be put into one of four categories: a serve and volleyer, a counter puncher, an all-court player, or an aggressive baseliner. For me, one of the most important things that you have to do first when you're becoming a tennis player is identify something that you feel comfortable with. As you can see behind me, a lot of the players that are working out, Justine Henin, Leighton Hewitt, they've all got a very clear identity of what kind of player they are. And when you're playing a match, typically you're going to run between 3 to 5 miles, and you're going to have about 500 to 600 bursts of energy during a regular tennis match. You're going to have possibly 4 or more changes of direction during a single point. And so what this does is this means right away we've got some information that we can use to train in a very specific way. It's things here that we can talk about and work on that a lot of regular fitness trainers are not aware of. And we're not looking to build up muscular bulk, we're looking to increase power. Power is the result of strength multiplied by speed or velocity, i.e. that is the speed of our racket is determined by how much muscle force we have, and multiply that by the speed that we can make the racket swing through.